did everything I needed to do, and this next man up in this team, we been working hard, living with my grandma, just taking care of everything. It just feels great. It feels like I did everything I needed to do, and this next man up in this team, we battled a lot this year. We've been through a lot this year, and it just feels good to come here. And I mean, it's like homecoming. It's crazy how God works. My first start comes back in my home state, and it just feels great. And it's great for this team, this fans, man. It's good. It's good.
Did you have a lot of family and friends in the stands today?
Yeah, a whole bunch, man. It's just everybody wanted to come. I mean, especially when I told them I was going to start, it was like everybody just tickets. So I mean, it's a good feeling, man.
How did you calm your nerves early on in the game? Were there any?
No, I mean, just a little bit. But once I got that first throw to X and that first hit, I mean, it's just like playing football in high school, man. Football, you can't really get outside of football, man. It felt like playing just like in high school.
You guys are one win away from bowl eligibility. Right. What's the focus for this team next week?
Just back to the season. We came back in after that Florida State game and said we had a 3-game season to get back to bowl eligibility. Working hard, living with my grandma, just taking care of everything. It just feels great. It feels like I did everything I needed to do, and this next man up in this team, we battled a lot this year. We've been through a lot this year, and it just feels good to come here. And I mean, it's like homecoming. It's crazy how God works. My first start comes back in my home state, and it just feels great. And it's great for this team, this fans, man. It's good. It's good.
Did you have a lot of family and friends in the stands today?
Yeah, a whole bunch, man. Everybody wanted to come. I mean, especially when I told them I was going to start, it was like everybody just tickets. So I mean, it's a good feeling, man.
How did you calm your nerves early on in the game? Were there any?
No, I mean, just a little bit. But once I got that first throw to X and that first hit, I mean, it's just like playing football in high school, man. Football, you can't really get outside of football, man. It felt like playing just like in high school.
You guys are one win away from bowl eligibility. Right. What's the focus for this team next week?
Just back to the season. We came back in after that Florida State game and said we had a 3-game season to get back to bowl eligibility. Working hard, living with my grandma, just taking care of everything. It just feels great. It feels like I.
Listen, the University of Miami fans want to know one thing. Does University of Miami have a chance to get James Williams?
Definitely do have a chance.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida.
When you on the field, is it pregame? Like, is it ever? Are you ever afraid? Does you ever feel fear, or do you ever feel pressure?
Nervous.
You ever feel pressure?
Not one bit.
None of that.
No. Who's been your tough defender? Like, who's guarded you tough?
Yeah, who's the toughest person you played?
I don't see nobody.
I knew this.
Nobody.
Man. He was gonna give it the damn hood.
That's one
I'm a playmaker. I love receiving. I love to catch the ball. I love to go over people's head.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I just gotta do what I do.
University of Miami, they land you, and then they land the number one. We call him football player, number one player in the nation, James Williams.
Yeah.
Both playing the same position, right? How do you envision that working? Are they telling you how that's gonna work, or?
Well, I feel like me and James two different safeties.
Uh-huh.
And I'm more of the ball hogging safety. He's more of the rangy playing, like you couldn't say like in the box. Like the striker position, strong safety.
Right.
And I'm more with the free safety. So I already know in practice that's gonna just build great competition. And when the game comes, it's gonna be easy.
That's what's
Because
up.
I know we go hand in hand because it's like we're the same person.
Right.
So he has like his strengths and weaknesses, and I have my strengths and weaknesses. And we're gonna he can feed off of me, learn how to, I guess, be more of the free safety, and then I can learn off of him, be more of like a closer to the box safety.
Right.
So I feel like we just gonna make each other better.
Yeah, James played free safety. Wanted to play free safety. He was big on that. But James don't never be a free safety. James be close to the linebacker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But that's
just him helping his team win.
That's his chess. Yeah, that's it. That's him playing chess with the team. I told him to get. I covered James since he was that big, bro. I've known him all his life.
I just feel like every time it's just man on man. If he wins the battle, then that goes to play. He doesn't break on the run, or if this person like doesn't take that step, or certain things. It just, I feel like you beat your man every play, you got the best chance to stop any team, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-star. Lean loyalty. 6'12", 276 pounds.
Yeah. After that, I just started going crazy. Tackles after tackle.
Yeah, the first play was like a tackle for loss, like 6.
Yeah.
Dog, they didn't touch you. Like,
like they did.
Explain to me, dog. Like, what is that about? Like, how do they not? You 6'5", 300 pounds. Is it something? Is it a swim move or something you do? Like, they don't see you? You're teleporting? What's going on?
I'm too fast for long.
They don't realize you that fast when the game starts. Like,
I'm gonna be the best player on the field. Like, I just gotta show the world. Like, I'm the true 50. I'm the next 56 up. The next. I'm gonna just go crazy this year. Like, show people like, wow, at 56. Like, show them like I want to take care of my mom. I want to put in a big house, stupid cars, big pool in the backyard. Put on for my brothers, my nieces and nephews, like coaches. I think all of them boys for like having me here at this like position that I'm in now, cause like it took hard work and dedication. Without all of them to guide me in the right path, I wouldn't be here today. So I think all of them for like helping me out. Like, yeah.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what this nigga
I say, big time players step up in big games. All the criticizing and all that is over, baby. Big time players step up in big games.
What's good? I'm D, man. We about to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. About to talk about this Georgia Tech game. We just watched. We about to talk about young Jacurri. Brown went out there and did his thing. Get on some Josh Gaddis and him going out there. 2 scholarly running backs, freshman quarterback, 7 scholarship O-linemen, and putting the game. I can get some input from y'all. Listen, if y'all want to call in, just send us a text, 786-405-9499. We'll actually send you the link. So you can come in if you got something you want to say, man. Miami put together a win versus that's the weakest team it's the weakest team. Let's pay some bills first, man. 786-405-9499. If y'all want to get down with the IOD Squad, it's the same number, 786-405-9499, and I'll place the link. I'm gonna pin the link in the comment section at the top. Do that right now. So Miami gets the win, bro. 35-14. I didn't see that second touchdown. I might be missed that second touchdown. I don't know, but 35-14. Miami get a win on the road. think they're better on the road than they are at home. And we had a watch party, and we had a watch party, and the theme of the watch party was every time Miami score, we get to take a shot. That was the theme of the watch party. Every time Miami score, we get to take a shot. That was the theme. And y'all were laughing, y'all were joking, y'all thought it was funny. Y'all thought it was funny, y'all thought it was a game. Rich, I'm gonna bring my boy Rich in here. Rich, they thought it was a game. They thought it was a game. They thought it was a game. Laughing and joking when we came up with what we came up with. We was at Fire and Ice Lounge. Shout out to Chris and Didi. I'm not a drinker, dog. I don't drink. So I took
what did
part
you
in
do?
this. I was drinking. I'm drunk. That's what I did. So if I start talking crazy, just take over for me, dog. I'm drunk.
I got you, dog.
That's what I did. That's what I did. Because nobody thought Josh Gaddis was going to go out there and do his thing, him and old Jacurri, freshman Brown. And I had to take 4 shots.
Nobody. I want to see everybody in Twitter this week talking about Fire Gaddis. I want to see him. Shoot.
Shout out to Gaddis, man. Gaddis done got me drunk because I believed in Gaddis, dog. I knew he had to get out the snide eventually. Miami wasn't too happy with our promotion, man, but we straight. I told him, hey, listen, it's better than saying fire him after year 1. It's better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Knew Gaddis was going to get me drunk. Now I'm lit. Don't ask me if I'm all right. Just took 4 shots of Patron.
Or you missing one.
That was damn. We did. It was supposed to be the offensive score, but we did have to take one for Cam Kitchens too. Cam Kitchens was running. I was like, no, lay down, Cam. Not today.
Man, Marvin Chapman got him one. I know he got to be
3
proud.
of Cam Kitchens, 1 touchdown. Huh?
I said I know Marvin Chapman got to be proud.
This was funny right here. This was funny right here, dog. Fuck it. Cam Kitchens down there somewhere. That is funny, dog. Hey, that was funny, dog.
The commentators were saying that too. They were like, I think Cam Kitchens is part of Georgia Tech's team. I was like,
that's funny, dog.
Oh, man.
Somebody said X coming tonight. X drunker than me. X drunker than me.
Where did you watch it at?
He was with me.
Okay. That's what's up.
You said where he watched it at?
Mm-hmm. Just checking. I thought he was gonna watch it at Tootsie's or something. You know how that is.
Nah, he was with us. It's like his thing. Few things. No Keyshawn Smith, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't think I saw
Roberto
Grissom play.
No.
Nope. No. What was the whole thing about Arroyo? I saw y'all in the group. We kept talking about Arroyo.
I don't know. I didn't follow that thread at all.
Yeah, what was going on with Arroyo? Let us know.
That thread at all.
Yeah, I saw that in the group, and they kept saying Arroyo. Was he at the game? Arroyo got a huge brace on his leg. I don't know are they traveling? He had a big him and Chase Smith got the big jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was going on with Royal?
Oh, that's we don't need that. Everybody saying Melo. Oh, Melo did play. They saying Melo did play.
Oh, did he?
We got the stats right here, bro. Why are we acting like amateurs, though? We got the professional stats right here.
I'm looking under receiving yards. I don't see none for Melo.
That don't mean he didn't play.
I know.
You're just saying stuff.
No, I'm looking at it.
It's a snap count in there somewhere. That don't mean he didn't play. It's a snap count on one of them.
My vision ain't that blurred.
Yeah, that just means he didn't catch a ball.
I know.
So Josh,
I'm looking at the receiving yards. I'm looking at the receiving yards for Georgia Tech real quick. And I see Cam Kinch's on there, 3 for 199. He was their leading receiver.
Cam goes off. You see season statistics. Here go the full game right here. Full game statistics. Let's see. So yeah, no Keyshawn Smith. Anybody else missing? We actually watched the game with Huff. Aunt. She back there in that picture with the number 9 on. X look real happy. I don't know. X somewhere drunk. You talking about they say he dressed out, he didn't play. Shout out to Sigmund with the $5. What can Brown do for you? NIL deal rich. What do you think, Street? It might be a little drink. Yeah, because Ruiz came out in the middle of the game and said Brown getting the bag when he come back home, didn't he?
That's what Ruiz said?
He said in the middle of the game. Is that how NIL is supposed to work?
Damn.
He said in the middle of the game, dog.
It's legal.
Oh. Huh?
It's legal.
He said in the middle of the game. Let me see if I can find it. See what he said. He's now moved on to not even trying to hide performance-related incentives, throw touchdowns. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like somebody tweeted him. He's now moved on to not even trying to hide performance-related incentives, throw touchdowns, NIL deal on Monday. That's not performance. That doesn't mean it's performance-related.
No, it's not.
Because he says that. No,
it's not.
That's somebody. They twisting that themselves. I'm gonna find what he said. He said, I don't know. Maybe he took it down. Did you see what John Ruiz said about if I went into a new firm, I wouldn't want to keep the old lawyers?
Ruiz said that?
Yes. He said I'm with Cristobal. If I went into a new firm, I wouldn't want to keep the old lawyers. Yeah, somebody let me read it. Oh man, I don't see it. But this person right here is obviously replying to it. Let's see. Oh, here we go right here. Brown will have an NIL deal waiting for him Monday. This kid has an ROI written all over him. He also doesn't force the ball. I like what I see. Anybody got something wrong with that? Anybody got anything wrong with that to say?
Say that one more time.
He said, Ruiz is funny, dog. Brown will have an NIL deal. That kid got ROI written all over him. Brown will have an NIL deal waiting for him Monday. That kid has ROI written all over him. He also doesn't force the ball. I like what I see.
I think I did see that. I would say I like the fact that he put in there ROI.
Somebody saying
because that
fake
shows
tweet.
you.
That ain't. Let me see. That ain't.
I don't know.
That ain't fake. That's his, ain't it? Nah, that's his. That's his. Nah,
Yeah,
that's his.
his.
I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's anything wrong with what he's saying. He just openly says it. Like, but he said, yeah. I don't think anything wrong with what he said.
Nothing at all.
He said somebody said that's a Gator fan, 100% for sure. No, I think that's his page. No, he said it. No, he said it. It's real. What's up?
We talking about some pay for play? That's what we getting into? What we doing?
What Ruiz said during the game that Jacurri Brown will have an NIL deal. Wait for him Monday. This kid has ROI written all over him. Listen, man, if we can go back, I was trying to find the first time Jacurri Brown stepped to the podium. Do y'all remember what I said about him?
Yep, I remember. We got receipts. You said when he took the ball. Well, you said he was very well spoken, but outside of that, you said when he took the ball, it's different.
Yeah,
so, I'm gonna be the first to be on here to say that shit, so that when people start acting brand new and forgetting,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
I actually said the first day we saw him and he spoke to us, I was like, man, this kid's gonna win us a national championship one day. He actually understood. Somebody asked me to elaborate on that. He actually understood who he was. He understood what was in front of him. He understood who he was behind. And you heard the patience in his voice, dog.
I also say this, Street. He first of all, how are you doing? Let me ask that one down here, because that boy's on that.
I'm drunk. Don't ask me if I'm all right. I just took 4 shots of Patron because Josh Gaddis was trying to dominate.
Well, if you remember during his recruiting visit, he came back on his own dime and he was meeting with like local business members.
I remember.
He was like meeting with like local minded businesses and trying. I don't know if it was an NIL deal thing at the time, because I don't think when he signed NILs even like that. He was just trying to become a staple in the community, and people constantly kind of like bypass that. Jacurri was like, when I saw that, I was like, this kid locked in. Like, I had no fears about him decommitting. I said he locked in, because nobody does those type of things if they don't care about trying to bring some type of tangible result to the city. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Let me get one thing I gotta pass. So we're gonna try something new. So listen, we got 170 people in here. We're trying to get to 80% likes. We get to 80% likes, we'll open up the chat for everybody. Right now it's just member chat. Only the members can actually come. And so if we can get to 80% likes.
Hey, Rich, break down what 80% is for us people who ain't good at math.
8 out of 10. That means right now, if we have 176 in the chat, we need about 150 likes. We at 69 right now.
69.
Come on,
so,
we could do it.
Once we get there, we'll open up for everybody to talk. If you want to talk, 786-459-4999. If you want to call in, talk about what you saw. We'll get into some stats in a second. No stat bigger than Cam Kitchen's 3 interceptions and a pick 6, which made me get my last final shot. And I thought I was gonna have to call an Uber after that. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, we had a promotion, but there was a promotion at the place saying basically every time Miami scored, we'll take free shots. And it was like, and everybody was like, that ain't gonna happen. Nobody, y'all go home sober. Kim said it should be sponsored by AAA or some crap like that. And then Josh Gaddis goes in.
He made it happen, man.
Yeah, Josh Gaddis goes in. What? 3 touchdowns? 4 touchdowns? 3? 4?
5.
No.
You owe that man a shot.
Cam had one of them. So the offense scored.
Oh yeah, that's true. 4.
The offense scored 4. I got a text before the game. Somebody was asking me how I felt about the game, and I basically told them, I said, listen, 2 running backs, 7 Scotty offensive linemen. I said, I'm gonna read y'all the text. Somebody really special texted me, and I texted them back. I'm gonna read y'all the text. I said, they said, how you feel about the game today? I was like, listen, Parrish out. Jacurri first start, 7 offensive linemen. Jacurri has to have a come to Jesus moment. Like a never forget debut. That's what I said about it. It had to come behind him. Listen, bro, I mean, I honestly believe that quarterbacks can will wins. I believe you got the right quarterback at the right time, and he really can make coaches look good. I still don't think we've seen Jacurri run as fast as I've seen him tuck that ball and run before. He was getting there today. Y'all saw some of the speed today, right? I still don't think I've seen him tuck that ball and do what I've seen him do in practice. Now we got to take our Wildcat, whatever the hell it was, RPO, whatever the hell it was, to Clemson. And they're going to stack the box. And they're going to make us earn it. How bad is Georgia Tech, though? Worst team in the ACC?
I mean, they have some pieces to work with, so that's the good thing. They have some pieces to work with.
The second quarterback got knocked out, right? So they were on their third quarterback, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. Jalen Knight, 16 carries, 118 yards. Jacurri Brown, 19 carries, 98 yards. We had rushed for 238. They rushed for 143. Jacurri Brown was 14 of 19, 136, 3 touchdowns, and 1 sack, no interceptions, right? They threw for 234. We only threw for 136, dog. Receiving, Rashad had 5 targets. 5 targets, 4 catches for 37 yards. Restrepo had 4 for 3 for 10 yards. What? Yeah, I'm drunk. So Rashad led us.
Hey, y'all give me a second. I got some stuff that popped off at work, so I'm gonna get my insight in a second. Hold on.
Okay. So Rashad led us in receiving, Rich.
Yes, he did. 37 yards. I mean, it wasn't pretty. We didn't have a 50-yard receipt. Well, hold on. I don't know why they do that. So when they say yak yards after the catch.
Yards after catch,
yeah,
right.
He had 53 yards, but he has 37 yards total. I don't know how that adds up, but It is what it is. That means he went backwards and went forward.
The 3 touchdowns from Jacurri, they all were passing touchdowns too, huh?
Hmm.
Yeah, they all were passing touchdowns. What did you think watching that, Rich?
Watching what? The passing touchdowns?
Just watching him, period.
I think the game is slowed down for him. I think that's the biggest thing is that the game is slowed down for him, and he really needed a Georgia Tech to come out there and really go through the cadence of the offense. And this is what I see. First of all, let me go back to Josh Gaddis. This is the first time that we see it all put together. So this is game number what? Game number 10? And this is the first time that Josh Gaddis, that offense, Miami staff, Mario, that everything that they're looking to do has actually been put together, and we saw it. We saw it. And that's both on offense and defense. And some people might say, but yeah, I played Georgia Tech. But I tell you what, if Jacurri would have known that he was going to be the starter before the game, and he was the guy, and he practiced as the guy, I really think I think we would have scored some points and we would have had more production during that Florida State game. I think I mean, the eye test is everything. TVD is a great quarterback, strong arm, knows how to throw the ball. Jake had a lot of confidence. Don't know what happened to it. Because we thought with his type of confidence, he could really rally the troops and get them behind him. But for some reason, that's not necessarily hasn't worked out. And we see that Josh Gaddis gave the pups time to learn, understand, prepare, develop, and then we see the what's going on in the field. Even some of those guys that came in on defense in the second half, we're looking at them and we're like, dang, they're fast. That's the first thing that popped off the tape.
Right.
Like number
Wynn got a
18,
hit on somebody, right? Little skinny kid.
yeah, number 18, number 19. You know number 19 is a dog. Wesley Bissaint with his first college start, he looked great. He's fast. Vontae was out there. All right, Bissaint is fast. Vontae is fast.
Right.
Kinchins is a ball hawk. James is a dog. Markeith, number 18, looked great. Number 19 is a dog. He looked great. And these are second stringers. God.
Right.
So, man.
Who we didn't see much of? Wesley started, so we didn't see much of who?
The one guy I wanted to see more of, to be honest, was Khalil Brantley. Brantley was out there.
I say who we didn't see much of at the linebacker position. We didn't see much of Flag.
Linebacker. We didn't see much of Flag during the first half, but during the second half, he came in the game and he started making a little bit more of an impact.
Okay. Yeah, little skinny Marquis laying somebody out, man. I was like, whoa.
He did.
That's a thin guy, but he's a little tiny dude.
Yeah, man.
So they say so. Took say it was Flag and West. Yeah, I saw Wesley all over the field, bro. Does Wesley need to get any bigger? He need to put on a little more weight.
He will, but he will. That's gonna come over time.
Yeah, I think he needs to get a little bigger. But he's fast. I mean, I don't know if he's fast. I just know he's faster than the other linebackers that we look at on our team. I know he gets there a lot faster from sideline to sideline. Najee Kelly was out there a lot, right?
Yep.
Mitchell Goudier, man, he's coming. He's coming on here lately. He hit that quarterback one time, man. He swallowed him up whole. So listen, if you guys want to call in, man, you got something you want to say, 786-459-9499. Also, man, if you wonder, only the members could comment until we get the 70% like. So you gotta hit the like button. And we ain't getting there. We at 50, we like 48%. If we can get to 70% likes, we'll open up the comment section for everybody. So I know y'all watching, but you just can't comment. So right now, only the members can comment. Let's get this thing to 70% likes. Let's see if we can get that thing up to 100. Why is that so hard to do?
I have no idea.
Matty, what's up, bro? Why is that so hard to do?
Why is it hard to get likes?
Yeah,
I think it's just habitual for people to like the content, like to come watch the content. Like it's not muscle memory to hit the like button, and honestly, it doesn't affect them. But
you said it doesn't what?
It doesn't affect the person watching. So
right.
But no, yeah. Richie said something earlier about the game slowing down for Jacurri. It slowed down a little bit. There's still a lot that he needs to see. But like some of his throws, he touches on some of his throws, things like that. But hold on real quick.
But he got the office phone. He in the principal office.
90 phone with the rotor. The crap. The heck going on? Nah, man, y'all just getting in here, man. We did a whole hey, if every time the office school, we're gonna take shots at Fire and Ice Lounge, man. And I had to take 4 shots and it was all bad. So I'm feeling a little woozy right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be in here forever. But Jacurri Brown steps in, man. And listen, bro, when you have a performance like that, right? I'm sure now TVD's out for the year. I'm sure TVD's out for the year. I'm starting to hear things about Jake and what's happening with him. Hear things about a lot of kids, man. Keyshawn Smith saying he's in the concussion protocol. That's what we're hearing through the grapevine. But when you have a performance like that, when we at a position where we've had questions at, I think he kind of like cemented his spot. Like, hey, listen, man, this is mine. So, barring TVD comes back, that's a real dilemma. If TVD comes back, what y'all think about that? Huh?
I'm trying to be realistic in the understanding of TV coming back. We look at that offense today and we've seen something that we haven't seen in quite some time. Well, pretty much since King got hurt, 2 seasons? And that's an opening of this is not fully what it's supposed to look like. This is a glimpse of what it's supposed to look like in a power spread concept. Regardless of what Gaddis haters want to come out and say, oh, we went and fighting him and all bullshit that they come out and say.
Right.
This is what it looks like. I said in the pregame, Andrew Ivins, and mind you, I don't agree with anything that many things 23-6 says in any type of recruiting stuff, but I can see what they meant when Andrew Ivins came out and made the comparison to Hendon Hooker, and I saw it. I was asleep. Yeah, I'm working night shift, so I got up fully expecting to see Georgia Tech blowing us out. If I'm being honest. When I woke up,
Really, though?
Yeah, I'm being honest. What did we see on offense to make us think that? And I was talking to Coke Dog, shout out to Coke Dog, that boy Paco. He was putting me on. He was like, "Hey," here's why I was even more worried when I talked to him. I was like, "Hey, who's starting?" And we 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 didn't know. I was like, "Oh." I got on Twitter, started looking around. I started seeing Jacurri starting. And based off and he wasn't bad last week. I think once again he kind of got put in a hero ball situation, like Jake has many times. But I didn't see anything on the offense with the other two quarterbacks that would have led me to believe that we'd be up by 7 when I cut the game on. So I was confused. I woke up like someone like I woke up like I just got hit with a fentanyl high or something. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, wait a second, 14-7. And then I started watching. As I'm watching, I see the offense struggle, and I'm like, man, like what happened? So I'm going back to Twitter. I'm trying to look at the replays, and I saw some of the throws that he made, and I'm like, okay, I'm starting to see what the hype was. Okay, and then I just see these long drives, like time winding drives, and with the lead, and I'm like, I'm starting to like where this is trending, and then I just keep seeing like their offense on the field, but keep turning the ball over, which looked like us in the last couple of weeks.
Let me turn up to the
Who?
How many do they have?
They have 4. Yeah, they do 4 interceptions.
4 interceptions.
Yeah.
So wait a minute to get back. So yeah.
But no,
I don't know. Well, I don't know why many thought we were gonna get blown out. They are pretty bad, man. They're bad themselves.
No, I just didn't see, and I think it, and I hate to be one of the people who kind of look back like, well, why was he starting the whole time? Because I know some fans out there. I already seen some fans like, Jacurri should be starting the whole time. Cut it out.
I know, right?
That from the press conference, Mario made it very clear Tyler was the guy, and that's just what you do. Like you don't do that to your starting quarterback. Upon you getting the job, it doesn't make sense. Y'all know me. I was Team Jake, and it was never no hate. It was just it seemed like Tyler's one of those guys who really just depended on having certain receivers to go to, which I find ironic because today I think Restrepo had 1 catch for a few yards. Will Mallory didn't have a bunch of catches. All those guys that we consider quote unquote safety blankets for TVD weren't getting this high volume of targets that we all consistently used to. And so I'm not sitting here trying to start a controversy to get back to my main point. I just feel like there needs to be a legitimate battle if Tyler comes back. And if he does, there's a difference between his legs and mobilities and Jacurri's. And that opens up an offense. So
Josh got his offense that he wants to run. This is what it looks like?
I think it's what's supposed to look like, at least the first glimpses of it. By absolutely.
Now, I'll tell you guys this. Watching Jacurri throw that ball today, if y'all had to give Jacurri a grade in the comment section, if y'all had to give him a grade on how he threw the ball today, what grade would you give him? What grade would you give him, Rich and Mitty?
I'm giving him B+.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What would you give him, Mitty?
I give him the same thing, B+.
Okay, I think he threw the ball pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't for a ton of yards, but it was consistent. He only had 5 incompletions. Didn't turn the ball over and threw 3 touchdowns. That's what more can you ask for on your first career start? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
This is kind of what we were talking about, and I know sometimes, like when we were saying, Rashada left and he went to Florida, and I started to do the comparison with Emory and Rashada, and sometimes people are like, "Oh, that sound like hate. That sound like hate because he no longer." But really, and honestly, what I was saying is, you're gonna have 3 feature wide receivers. You're gonna have 2 tight ends. You're gonna have a change of pace back, and you're gonna have a big back. Then you're gonna have the quarterback that can run. In that type of that power spread, you're not looking to pass the ball more than 30 times in a game, right? Now, this was I think they ran 63 total plays, if I'm not mistaken, on offense. And out of that, he had 19 passes. So this is not even this is just a glimpse of where the offense could go. It's not the full offense. So he went 14 of 19. That's over 70%. The one thing that you got to have when you run a power spread is you got to have a quarterback that's 65 plus percent when it comes to passing. He has that, because ultimately what you're going to see is he gets more comfortable sometime next season. You're going to see him throwing the ball about 30 times. Out of those 30, I'd say 28, 30 times. Out of those 30 times, he's going to be completing 7 out of 10, right? So that's where you want your quarterback to be, because it limits the amount of turnovers you can have, and it also gives you the opportunities to hit those dagger plays going downfield. Like you saw the one with Kobe Young that he tried to hit. You saw the one with Restrepo where he just threw it right over him. And you're gonna have those, because that one to Restrepo, that was 7. That was 7. So it's gonna come. You're gonna start seeing those 2 or 3 big plays a game as he gets more chances to throw the ball. So I'm 14 of 19, 136 yards, and no pass was over. Let's see here. His longest pass was
24 yards, I think it was.
I think so. Yep. Longest was 23 yards.
So I see all these grades. A couple of y'all gave him a B. So y'all was kind of impressed with the way he threw the ball. And that's a good take, Rich. Good breakdown. Even in the comment section, I'm gonna tell y'all this. We had access to practice in the beginning, right? I remember the first time I laid eyes on Jacurri, I was like, "Oh my God, he was so thick coming out of high school." You know what I'm saying? Our kids don't used to come out of high school like that. Watching him throw that ball today, from what we saw when we used to go to practice, we haven't had access since like the first game or second game or something like that. I'm very surprised watching him throw that ball, watching how comfortable. And they told me, you spoke to people at UM, they said, "Hey, listen, he's made a lot of strides. He's gained ground on a lot of people." Watching him throw that ball today, watching him be poised and get that ball out there and throw that ball, very impressed, dog. That was impressive, because what we last remembered watching in practice, he wasn't that yet.
So let me ask you something, Street.
What's up?
It's controversial. It's probably gonna be controversial over take. Who do you blame for that success? Josh Gaddis or Frank Ponce?
Jacurri Brown. I mean, I'm gonna be fucking real with you. I heard that man speak. I heard him talk. He knew what was in front of him. He knew what he was trying to accomplish, and he fucking did it. He did it. Ponce works with him every day. I see Ponce works with him every day. He works with all the quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? But he. That's the difference between I guess taking coaching. You know what I'm saying? Some kids don't take coaching well. But bro, I am very surprised watching him throw that ball.
I specifically remember seeing him get those quote unquote mental reps. Like during like he wasn't getting a lot of live throws in as they were going through a lot of stuff in spring ball. But I remember him like just standing behind Tyler Van Dyke, like going through the reads with back there too. And like I said, there's still a lot to see, right? He get if he's the starter, which I think he should be next week. He's definitely gonna have to. This is gonna be a baptism by fire in ways that he's never seen. But I do think he has the athleticism to kind of counter that defensive line that everybody's talking about, right?
Right.
That as weird as it sounds, like if Jacurri has a similar stat line next week, he don't got just a similar stat line. He don't got to throw for 3 touchdowns, and our defense plays the way that they did today, because DJ ain't no. He's not who we thought he was. There's an opportunity for us to break a home streak, a home game winning streak. But
we still at 50% likes. If we get to 70%, 20% more likes. We're gonna open it up for everybody in the comment section. Right now, only the members can comment. Only the members can comment. You want to say something, Rich?
I wanted to say I'm looking at it long term. I would love to beat Clemson, but the biggest thing for me is we got to make sure. First of all, I don't think that that's Jacurri's game. All those guys who call themselves upperclassmen, that's their game. Like you the one who lost to Clemson before. You know what that feels like. Jacurri should be a game manager, and I don't want to get him hurt. So that's my thing. I know that he's going to want to go out there. He's going to want to run and do the same thing, but you're not playing Georgia Tech. So my biggest thing is, yes, we do have a chance based on what we saw. I'm not going to deny that at all. But I want Jacurri to come out of that game with game experience, not with an injury, because we couldn't block or whatever the case may be.
I kind of agree with you, Rich. At the same time, I feel like them upperclassmen showed us who they are, in my opinion. And I hate to kind of let the ship sail with things, but we talked about it. We talked about it pretty much all week. This is the time. Like, what do you got to lose? You trying to sell a program on the future? If you Mario, these guys understood what it looked like to get they shit pushed in by Clemson already, and in some cases, for guys like DJ Ivey, I think he's played them twice and he's never been successful, right? I'm not saying bench DJ Ivey because he's a starter, but these young guys got to start realizing like this is if we go in the direction that we claim we want to go, Clemson going to be on the docket every year in the ACC championship. So you sell the program on the idea that these are people you go after this year. There ain't no more schedules. There ain't no more. If you play 3 set opponents and then a bunch of random toss ups, right? You gotta kind of sell the program like, hey, this is what we trying to get to from a recruiting perspective, and this is who we trying to see year in and year out between them and FSU in the ACC championship. Those battles that we saw, back in the day, not too long ago, Louisville and Clemson, Florida State and Clemson, like those were some epic battles when they were hitting their stride. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I think the conference, if I'm being honest, needs from Miami. So I say you just let these guys lock in and let them go play the games that they want to. You know what I'm saying? I was impressed today with people forget like Cam is a true sophomore. Like we don't even know if he hit his ceiling yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Jacurri
True.
like is a true freshman. We know he ain't hit his ceiling yet. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much to
Right.
be gained. We look at Najee Kelly. Najee Kelly, he messed up in the end because he would have kept this from being a 35-7 like legitimate blowout because he made a
Yeah, what happened? They scored at the end of the game?
yeah they stopped him on
They
fourth
did.
down, but Najee slammed the quarterback down and got a roughing the passer penalty, so it gave him a first down.
I think
But
I
they
was fighting my
stopped him.
fourth shot. I think I was fighting my fourth shot. I didn't. The end of the game was like a blur. I think I was contemplating calling an Uber or something. I didn't even see that touchdown.
Yeah. Shout out to Tim, man, because I went to Markeith, man. Well, dude as skinny as he is, that dude don't hit like that.
Nah.
If the mindset Markeith Williams was in Thad Franklin would be the leading rusher in the country.
You would be. You're
Not
right.
bullshit.
Oh, listen, that man was
Right.
that man. And so listen, where we at? 241. We got 163 likes. We're trying to get to 70%. Where we at, Rich? 163,
Quick
240.
maths.
164, 240. We need to be at like, if we at 180, 190, we'll be good.
We'll open up the chat and everybody can chat in the chat. And that, but right now we just got the
16
football
likes.
in the chat.
16
Right
of y'all
now-
gotta hit a thumb.
Right now, we just got the football villains in the chat. They getting all the shine right now with all their badges. 35-14, University of Miami just beat up on a bad Georgia Tech team, but we've been pretty bad too, dog. Shout out to Josh Gaddis. Shout out to Jacurri Brown. Like I said, from what we've seen in practice from Jacurri, oh my, he has made strides in throwing the ball. And you guys still haven't seen him tuck it and like the way it looks in practice. You haven't seen him confident and just tuck it. He almost got missing on that sideline today. But he can roll, bro.
Street, if this is not full like Super Saiyan level 4 Jacurri Brown, I'm terrified of what that's gonna look like in the future.
No. Once you see him get comfortable, and fake that ball and he shoots through the hole. He hasn't did it yet. We've seen it in practice, like whoa. But in practice, you're comfortable. They can't hit you, so he has to get to that comfortable level. Man, dog, like listen, I mean, I hear all the people all the time say that Josh Gaddis called bad play. The play calling was still bad. I'm not sure if. I think when people say that, they're just saying I would have called this play in that situation after the fact.
Right.
And that's fine. Unfortunately,
Some of those plays he manufactured, bro, people was wide open. Them touchdown, Mallory was wide open. Oh, well, that's a this kind of play. That's a just up. That's what they say.
Like I heard some people saying, like, why don't we take more shots down the field? Look, I said this on our, on what's called. I talked about Jake after the Virginia game. Y'all seem to still keep forgetting, like, it is Jacurri Brown's first collegiate start as a true freshman.
First game.
You do not put him in that position to possibly turn the ball over in a situation like that. If people are sitting here clamoring about the fact that he didn't throw for 400, I don't know what you want because he's not doing that. He almost had 100 on the ground. He clearly gave Georgia Tech something that they didn't consider. He has the full and undivided attention of Clemson's defensive coordinator, whoever it is. And at this point, like I said, we just trying to look competitive. When he came in last week against Florida State, Street talks about all the time, like when Jake came in this one, there's a tone shift, right? You start feeling a little bit like, wait a second, there might be something here. Right. And that's just kind of what it boils down to. But you don't tell him to go out there and start throwing it up. And you could tell some of his throws, like that one, the one of Kobe Young, I think he had a step, not a big step, but a step on that corner. But you could tell Jacurri in the sense of not trying to make a bad read or a bad throw. He overthrew him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's start one. Like everybody relax, man. Like
right.
there is so much more to come from this young man. You just
We
gotta
had
give him time to lock
70%.
in.
All right, so we had 70%. We had
Hey,
182.
shout out to the chat, man.
We got there. Somehow we got there. Can we get it to 100%? So shout out to the chat, man. Now everybody can send a chat. Everybody can chat if they want to. Good job. We had 182. You was about to say something, Rich?
I reserve my comment.
What? What is this court?
No, we was.
But
I mean, y'all. Yeah,
That boy played the fifth, didn't it?
I pled the fifth. Hey, I mean, because I didn't want to go on and on because you guys are, just looking at the chat and what you guys are talking about. I gotta say this, man. I feel like Jacurri was ready. Like, when you see a guy who just prepared for the moment. You get what I'm like. Some dudes are gonna go home and study their playbook, and some are not. Some dudes are gonna go out to the club. Some dudes are gonna have the company at their house till 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and then try to go play a game. I feel like Jacurri is still the influence, which is college, right? Because when you go to we all been there. Or I went to college at a big a big PWI university as a freshman, and when you go there, I mean, you go to class Monday through Wednesday, and then you party Thursday through Sunday. I mean, it is what it is, and you see weird stuff, especially with kids that are some of them even 17 years old, getting hammered drunk for the first time. I mean, it wasn't nothing to walk through the dorm and see like guys and girls passed out on the floor. You get what I'm saying? And just, going through all that stuff, right? And Jacurri brought some of Lowndes, Georgia with him down to Miami. He said, I'm going to be in Miami, but I'm bringing Georgia down here. I'm a country boy. I'm going to go in and work, go to class, get ready for the next game. And at the quarterback position, what kids have to understand, young men have to understand, is that you have a 3 to 5 year window to make wealth, to create wealth for the rest of your life. For some of them, it does not sink in. It don't sink in for some of them. That's what made some of those Kane teams great. Because they was like, I'm trying to get my mom out the projects. I remember Carl Lewis saying he went to the college he went to because he told the coach, he said, listen, I don't ever want to work a 9 to 5. He said, if I got to work a 9 to 5 after being who I am in the track and field world, then this is not the school for me. We've all blown opportunities before. So I'm not saying that, if any of us was in his position, we would do any better. But what I am saying is, I feel like Jacurri is like, I'm going to go prepare and I'm going to do the things I need to do in order for them to trust me to get my ass on the field so that I can be in the league in 3 years.
That's what I saw. That's what I saw when he walked to the podium. That's what I heard. I heard somebody who knew where he was, who was prepared to wait and was going to use that waiting time to get better. It sounds simple, right? So this is Jacurri. Look at this. This is that's Jacurri Brown, and watch who intercepts the ball. Oh no, Cam Kitchens. But okay, so in high school, Northwestern went to play Lowndes in Georgia. This is Jacurri Brown right here, and Jacurri Brown and Lowndes beat the crap out of Northwestern, 48-21. That was, I think, that same year that Bain was talking about where they were bad in the beginning and then one stayed in the end. Yeah, they went to Lowndes and got mud stumped. And coming out of that game is when Cam Kitchens was saying that he knew Jacurri was a baller after they faced him there. I think Romello, Khalil, you know what I'm saying? Romello, Khalil, Cam was on that squad. Cam right there. But yeah, so Jacurri whooped up on them boys when they was in high school. I remember that night, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah, they was Khalil right there. Yeah,
Now, listen, I agree with Richard's points about the preparation. You could definitely see he took it serious. I also think we can't minimize the fact that this man really went back home to go play this game. You know what I'm saying? And I said that pregame that he had to go put on. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like what Richard's alluding to.
You did talk about that.
I said the moment was huge for him, and I believe that was one of the biggest things for him is not only trying to get us to a victory because we're desperate, but this is your first opportunity, and what better stage than your home state? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's huge. I think that really did make a big difference. And I saw someone in the comments too. I forgot who said it, but someone was like, and I don't remember if we talked about it on. Yeah, we did on our video. I said, Jacurri, what is he? Lamar-esque? And Street, you said no. He said he reminds me of what's that quarterback from Texas? And I said Vince Young. And someone in the comments just said it, Vince Young.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
Kind of look like Vince Young.
Mind you, these are lofty. These are lofty. You know what I'm saying? Like comparisons. It's only one game. I can't say in one breath. It's one game. Relax with the play call, and then be crowning him as the next Heisman contender, right? I'm not doing that. I ain't jinx no more of these kids with that nonsense. But I will say there is so much opportunity for his growth and potential. It's ridiculous because I can't think with those measurables. And that is, I can't think of another quarterback who's been here with that. Y'all remind me, who's the last quarterback that we had that looked like that played here? 6'4", chiseled, built, can throw the ball, can scramble. Who have we had here like that before?
Well, y'all think about it. Listen, also Lowndes, Georgia. You know Lowndes, Georgia is the same high school where they found the kid, Kenneth Johnson, rolled up in the mat.
Yeah.
Dead, and they never solved the.
That's crazy.
That was also Jacurri Brown High School, Lowndes, Georgia. And they never solved the case. That's where they found the kid, the young black kid, rolled up in the gym mat, dead, and then they had a whole documentary about it. They couldn't figure out how he got there. I watched the documentary. Basically, he was beefing with these two white guys, and their dad was an FBI agent, and he ended up dead. Like he could, they went to the gym to fight, and he ended up rolled up in the big gym mat. It's a weird. None of it makes sense, bro. But that was Lowndes, Georgia.
That's crazy.
Yeah, somebody right there. Still today, Ken Johnson was his name. Still today, that is the cold case. Yeah, that's Lowndes, Georgia. But you said who we have here that look or play like Jacurri? All those quarterbacks, Miami passed on them. Lamar Jackson. Tim, we start naming them. Teddy Bridgewater, Lamar Jackson. Well, we didn't pass on Teddy. Teddy passed on us.
Yeah, because we got rid of Randy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Miami didn't really go after those guys. Derek Cruder. Derek, that was back in the days of Derek Cruder, boy. Julian said, let's talk about Zion Turner.
I'm going to take my expectations.
UConn to a bowl game first down, huh?
Like I said, I'm going to temper my expectations because I really want to see Jacurri develop. I don't want to just start And there might be other places right now doing this, like, oh yeah, Jacurri got to be a starter for the rest. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't know what happens with the other two quarterbacks. I don't know. I really don't. None of us know. We not going. The damn coaches don't know. So we're not gonna sit here and start like labeling guys and start creating these narratives. We just wait and see.
Well, it's too late for me. I say we're gonna win this. Too late for me. I say we're gonna win them in that championship. First time I saw him step to the podium. The first time he stepped to the podium, I got on. I was like, that kid gonna win us the national championship one day. But I was thinking he wouldn't play till maybe 2 years down the road.
That's what we all thought.
This is surreal that Gary Furman says this is surreal that Gary Furman says he needs to transfer, and in the same year,
shout out to Gary Furman.
Yeah, shout out to his.
He starts to have one of the better performances we had this year out of anybody in the same year.
Him, but I'm gonna take the high road, man. Shout out to Gary Furman, man, with the excellent takes.
Shout out to him being loud and wrong.
Because we all are. We don't have to insult him. We all are right and wrong every now and then. That just was a bold. It was a bold thing to say. You know what I mean?
I feel you, but this is 2022,
and I think
this is 2022.
I saw the work in the kid, though, huh?
This is 2022, though. Like, we've heard that same narrative so much about a lot of black quarterbacks. We always see that. Nobody looked at Taysom Hill and said, well, Taysom Hill would be a great slot receiver. No. And he's still not a quarterback. So it's like, well, the guy is 6'5".
You know, it's
cannon arm. What's up?
Last year, for a long period of the NFL season, all 5 of the quarterbacks that led in passing touchdowns, passing yardage, and quarterback efficiency overall were all black.
Exactly.
That was the majority of the season.
But you still have these same guys talking about, well, I guess he's going to switch to wide receiver, tight end. And then when they see another quarterback who's not black, who's 6'4" or taller, oh, he's the prototypical size, and I bet he has a cannon of an arm and big, strong hands. Oh, my God.
Hey, shout out to that boy Kyle. That boy on the camp today.
Yo,
that boy hunting down for Wakanda today. Yes, sir. That boy came straight from Wakanda, you heard me? Straight from the motherland.
Where your people at, man? You got somebody else with the paint on and all.
I'm in the car right now. We finna go set up, man. Y'all done missed all the pretty girls, man. They were dressed in all their little African attire and all that good stuff, bro.
Where you at?
Man.
We leaving the movie now. We finna go grab something to eat, man.
How was the movie?
Don't spoil it.
It was good, man. It was good. A lot of I ain't gonna spoil it. They put some work in the emotional part, man. It was a good movie, man. A lot of lessons, a lot of things you can take from it, coming from our culture, and good movie, man. Y'all know y'all gotta go see that, man.
Was it crowded? Was it hard to get it?
No, I rented out I rented out the theater just for my people, so it wasn't crowded. It was just
doing it big, huh?
Hey, that shit ain't expensive at all, man. That was the best way to enjoy the movie. I ain't had to worry about no little ugly ass kids in there crying and all that good
shit. How many of your people came?
40.
Oh, damn.
That's what's up.
Yeah. All right. You got the whole theater to yourself, so you good. Everybody got space and where to sit. All that good stuff, man.
That's
what's up.
I might try to go see it tomorrow.
So
y'all check that out, man. No, man, I saw the first drive. I didn't see none of the touchdowns. I was watching his drives, and I think by the time I cut my phone back on, he had on throw the pass to Will Mallory. So I was like, oh, okay, you don't throw a little pass to Mallory for the 22-yard touchdown and all that stuff. So I was able to pop in and out, but I didn't really get no good action. I saw the defense flying a little bit. Them boys look like they had fun today, Rich. What you think?
Man, that's what I was saying. They look like they had fun. You saw Jacurri, the stage wasn't too big. He was back in his home state. And he was just prepared. He was ready to execute whatever Gaddis was throwing at him. And I liked it. And during the third or fourth quarter, they said that he threw to 7 different receivers at that time. So it's like the usual suspects didn't only get the ball. Everybody got the ball. So I like that.
Nice.
It was all behind the line of scrimmage. That's why I could do that.
You get how you live.
So they were blocking.
Get how you
So
live.
they was blocking.
Street
Yes,
at the same time, Street, we struggled all season with that same concept. I don't know what made it so bit like
right.
I don't know why it worked so well today, but we haven't been able to do that the entire season.
I think Gaddis actually called. I think he took pressure off the offensive line, Kyle. The way he called the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
yes, he did.
Elaborate for me.
They had to have that spy in there for the quarterback. They had to have him. As a matter of fact, it was one time where they sold the fake, and Knighton had the ball, and the spy came and drilled Jacurri right in his back after he already handed the ball off.
That was in the first quarter. I did see them, and I saw that, and I said, "Oh, okay, Jacurri, they can do this with Jacurri because he's a threat." So I saw the man come and hit Jacurri, and Knighton had already took it up the middle. So I did see that part you're talking about. Yes, sir.
Now that same linebacker took himself all the way out to play, and that was what, like I think it was like a 15. I forget how many yards it was, but had that linebacker stayed home, he probably would have made that tackle. But he went all the way around to hit Jacurri.
Do you remember when I said Lashley came in and ran an offense that wasn't comfortable enough for Keem, right? But it was for TVD. Now Gaddis coming in. Gaddis coming in. This ain't coming over for TVD, but Derek King would have killed this shit. See, Gaddis need that to run his offense without that line. Gaddis need that to run his offense. Man, I don't know how you work that out though, man.
Rooster had 100-yard rushing too.
118 yards.
Rooster kind of set the tone. He kind of set the tone in the beginning of the game, bro.
Hold on, how many shots y'all had to take today?
Man, I'm drunk. I'm
4?
fucked up right now.
You take 4 of them things, man.
I'm drunk as hell.
Yeah, 4 minutes. Ooh. I can't wait to go home and watch this one, bro.
Actually took 5 because Cam Kitchen's interception.
I thought it was for every Gaddis touchdown you had to take a shot, or just in general.
That's what the Flyers said.
It was touchdown.
The Flyers said, but it just was every touchdown.
Okay.
Okay, so you know Rooster Boy who committed suicide, right?
No, I don't.
The dude that
defense.
Yeah, he's supposed Gowdy. Yeah. He's supposed to be at Georgia Tech. And when them boys go up there, that's a Georgia Tech kind of kept his name on the roster, and they were really, really good in that moment. So most of them kind of think about that when they go up there, Restrepo, Rooster, when they go play at Georgia. But Rooster set the tone, Cal. Rooster set the tone right at the beginning of the game. He ran really hard. Ran like, I don't know, patty cake, bacon, man. Dad tripping, man. I don't know what's going on with that.
Really? Come on, man. Don't do me like that, Dad, bro. I want you to do well, bro. Come on, man.
Nah, that ain't real hard.
So what? He came in. He came in as the third running back or the second?
Third.
That's why. That's why. Nigga still
that's
why he came in third.
That's the type of stuff bothers Dad. Yep. Yep.
Bro, you gotta take that second spot back, bro. Come on, man.
Behind Lucius.
Oh, embarrassing, bro. I am talking. Look, no disrespect to Lucius. I mean, if you can play, you can play, and I know the boy can play. But I'm sorry, you not coming from the grocery store and taking my job. It's just that simple, dog.
Right. And to be honest with you, let me be real honest. That kid we saw during the spring game, who's I guess he's not on scholarship, he's better than Lucius Perry.
Oh.
I'm like, well, damn.
Yeah, they moved Perry to this. Did he play? He didn't play running back today, did he?
Nah, he didn't. You know how it is. Yeah. Guys who got scholarships, they try to play them first.
Well, no, X said they moved him to receiver.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a receiver now. He changed after spring.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Perry was nice.
Yeah,
Perry was nice. Hmm.
spring game
Yeah,
MVP in
dog.
my opinion.
Right.
Yeah. He gave us all hope, man. They don't took it from us.
I ain't even pay attention that Raymond Ross said $2. Shout out to
Red
Raymond.
light
Said Cal
camera
showing that
ahead.
mug today. I didn't realize that Cal don't never be on video, huh?
Nah, man, because I'm 9 out of 10. I'm at work, bro, and that ain't gonna go over well. So.
Way to get that boy Kyle his first night off in 3 years, man. Shout out to
Hey, look, I ain't off. I ain't off. As soon as we finish here, I'm gonna slide on to work.
Oh, damn.
like stay at work.
For real?
Shit.
Yeah, as
Dang.
soon as we finish here, I'm gonna slide on to work.
Somebody said, what street did they have? Somebody said that Salon Down said that the first Wakanda was better.
I can agree with that. But it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
You ain't
Have we ever
gonna
watched the
complain.
sequel? Have we ever seen a sequel that was better than the first movie?
Yeah, them Iron Man
Iron
sequels
Man.
was better.
Yeah, the Iron Man.
Yeah.
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 Thor. Well, the second Thor wasn't better than the first, but the third one was better than all of them.
I would love to see a Thanos sequel.
And it's gonna be down the line if they do it, bro. Down the line.
Why are we talking about? Why are they talking about Shamar Stewart in the chat? Somebody says Shamar Stewart coming home.
Because A&M losing right now to Auburn.
Are they? Let me tell you how it is, man. Even though Shamar Stewart may end up in the portal, right? There's a huge chance he may end up in the portal. Miami got to go get him. They are, you know what I'm saying? If he end up in the portal, it's gonna be on them. They don't care, dog. Listen, they don't care about what's going on at A&M. They don't care about them losing. It's not really about that. You know what I'm saying? When you own your squad, when you own your business, you know what I'm saying? Listening to some of these families talk about their kids and what's going on at UM and stuff like that, it's like, you got to start handling this thing like a business, man. This is a business. It's a business, and yeah. So when it comes to Shamar, they don't care if dudes getting kicked off the team for smoke. They ain't got nothing to do with them. They got nothing to do with their business. You out there to get sacks and get a bag.
I feel you, but he could get a bag here.
Well, if you jump in, they got to go get him.
Right.
They got to go get him.
I really think like guys like Shamar who are highly touted, I mean, staying home just means so much more. It's just like I always say it like what's his name? Major 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was a 5-star kid, stayed home, played here, you know, then went to the league, did his thing in the music industry because he stayed home. I mean, it's just different, man. Guys like that, that's the guys we want to stay home.
Right.
That's why we like, hey, Ennis. That's why we look. Said Baxter is great, and if we can get a Said Baxter to flip, that would be crazy. That would be crazy because I think he's the best running back in the nation. But Mark Fletcher, because he's from down here, I think there's a little bit more of a hometown tie, and it's just one of those things, you know. But don't get me wrong. If somebody had said you got to pick Mark or Said, I'll pick Said Baxter all day long. But, you know, hell, I'd love to have them both. It's hard to argue that, but you know, it's kind of one of those things where you like them guys is what makes other programs winning programs. You know that Ennis is what makes Ohio State a winning program. We seen it up at when Battle goes to Alabama. This is what make them winning programs. So,
Groove, what's going on, bro?
What's going on? What's going on with y'all?
You went to the game up there?
what's up?
Yeah, I was up at the game.
I was up there with Cam Kitchen's family and everything, whatever. They looked all right today, man.
What you saw?
I immediately noticed that LT wasn't in the game, and then I found out why when I saw him. LT got LT in the walking boot. I don't know.
Is he?
Yeah, he in the walking boot. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know.
You saw that after the game?
Yeah, I seen them like before on the sidelines, but I couldn't really see his legs because there was so many people around. I'm like, damn, why he ain't got no pads on? And then after the game, when I went to go see, we were waiting on Cam to come out because everybody was interviewing him, and I seen him walk out. He had the walking boot on or whatever, so he was with TVD.
Damn, more injuries, y'all.
Yeah, he got a walking boot on. I don't know. I don't even know where that came from. I thought he was playing, but man, Cam showed out today, man. Cam a superstar, real.
You say you're a superstar.
Cam a superstar, man. You just gotta grow up. You know what I'm saying? Him and James gotta grow up. And they grow up, man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. But
he a superstar though?
I think he a superstar, man. I thought he was a superstar when he was in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Ed Reed.
Yeah, that's who he remind me of. And that Jacurri Brown, man. Whew.
What you thought about Jacurri?
That's a big boy right there, man. That's a big boy. He made Gaddis look real good. You know, I saw Gaddis tonight too. I was like, hey, it's like all the players was coming out after the game, out of the tunnel. And when Gaddis came out, everybody was just like, oh shit, there he go.
You see, you say he made Gaddis look good. Gaddis ain't gonna get no credit. Nobody gonna give Gaddis no credit.
I agree. They don't need to give him no credit because he still was doing dumb stuff like the play where, okay, we went for
No. I don't want to hear that. No. Tell me something good he did.
Gaddis?
Try really, really hard. Tell me something good he did. Come on. Get the hate out your blood. Get the hate out your blood. I rebuke you to get the hate out your blood. Tell me something good he did.
Okay. I liked how he tried to help the run game by putting Jaleel Skinner at fullback. Like they had like the little I formation package. I like that. But and I liked it. I liked the quick game he was doing. I liked the bubble. Right. I think he OD'd slightly, but I liked it. I liked it like what he was giving Rashad Smith chances making plays. You know. Just
finally they was using them right.
That first touchdown call was a nice call, wasn't it?
That was a good call. It was a good call. I'm if Jacurri Brown would have caught connected with Restrepo down the middle, that was a good call too. You know,
right?
But it's just
what, dog? No, listen, dog. 7 offensive linemen, 2 college running backs, a freshman quarterback you just watched play in the ACC game, dog.
And our O-line looked pretty straight. Everybody complaining about the offensive line. Hey, Seymour looked good tonight.
Did he?
Yeah, he looked good tonight. I gotta give Seymour his props. Seymour looked good. Scaife looked good. John Campbell looked good. Like they was given time. But I think Jacurri Brown improvised a lot to help Gaddis, because if he wouldn't have had them legs, let's say if that was TVD or Garcia, they would have been dead in the water. Because Jacurri Brown bring that extra, he improvised. If it ain't there, even if it is there, he got happy feet. So he was taking off. And he broke a couple of them. I was like, I'm glad he ran. God damn, I'm glad he ran.
You think Gaddis did anything to make him comfortable in his first college start?
The quick game. The quick game.
It's his first college start now. We're gonna talk about making people comfortable. I think anytime you get a quarterback that can run the ball like that, bro, I've been preaching this for the longest. We always look at it like, oh, he's a running quarterback. We never look at it like it's an asset. It's a goddamn asset to have.
It's definitely an asset.
We don't never talk about it that way. Pardon me, man. I'm drunk, man. I had to take 5 shots because Josh Gaddis was on fire today.
He just can't do stuff like put 4 wide receivers to the right and 1 to the left, and then go empty, and it's 4th and 2 or 4th and 3, bro. They know what you finna do. Don't do it. Please don't do that. Like, come on, bro. They know we've been quarterbacks drawing all game, and you go empty. And what do you think they gonna load the box? They loaded it up, and we ain't get it. And I'm like, bro, you could have gave us a better play than that. Stuff like that, like, just put us in position to have a chance. That was like, I don't know.
I just see, dog. Listen, man. The man won the Bros Award, right? He came over here, and before he even called a play, they took that from him. Oh man, Harbaugh called them plays. That's what they took it from him before he even called a play over here. This man is not going to give me credit, bro.
Truth though.
He turn it around. He's not gonna get any credit.
If he beats Clemson, that's the only way. The only way he could make up. He got to beat Clemson and Pittsburgh. They got to finish. They got to play. They got to play the way. They got to play the way they played tonight. But even though the way they played tonight, we were supposed to do that. Georgia Tech, man. Georgia Tech is some shit. They some shit. Like, we were supposed to do that.
They're not. I don't know if we're supposed to do it because we've been pretty bad, bro. They're not good. They're not good, especially with their second and third quarterback. They're not that good.
Put it like this: if that black quarterback would have been back there, because I was expecting him to play, and I was like, damn, oh, he ain't playing. I was like, I ain't seen him in a couple of weeks either. Like, he must be out for the year. If they would have had that black quarterback, we'd probably been in trouble.
I don't think so, dog.
No,
35.
I do.
That must have been 35-7, bro.
No, I think that dude absolutely changed that game.
That would change the game.
But I will say this in response to what you saying, my man. Name another. There's not been another coach in America, offensive coordinator, who has dealt with as much adversity as Josh Gaddis, and still found a way to adjust his offense for 3 different starting quarterbacks.
Bro.
Yes.
Bro.
When we talked about how lethargic the team looked in the beginning of the season because we were running the ball, we were running all over everybody. They were like, "Oh, why can't TVD pass the ball?" And TVD was struggling on his own admittance, right? So then what do you do? We abandoned the run, completely abandoned it. Fuck that run shit. We ain't doing it no more. TVD goes and throws a 400 plus, but we can't run anymore. Then TVD gets hurt. We put Jake in. And against Virginia, we have to go back to relying on the run, and that's what got us the win. Today, we saw probably the most equal amount of running and passing between it was more running than passing. But that offense took another step today. And mind you, this man is missing how many offensive linemen street? How many skill positions? How many there's not too many coaches in America that can deal with that type of adversity and still end up seeing any sort of success.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry.
That's fine. We That's fine.
We got too many athletes. We got athletes. So if our first 2 teams go down, look, we on our 3rd team offensive line, and they didn't affect the game to the point where, oh, we got all these injuries or whatever. But yet and still, Jacurri Brown still got time to pass back there. Whatever quarterback get back there, gonna have some time to pass the ball. It's the scheme and the structure of the plays that he called in the first 8 games, excluding this game. The first 8 games, you like, bro, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish with your play calling? That's what the fan base, and that's what we've been like scratching our head trying to figure out. What are you really trying to do, bro? Are you trying to run the ball, or are you trying to pass the ball? Like, what is our bread and butter? Do we got a bread and butter play? Like, what you trying to do? And then the thing that just make me didn't like him is like how, if you go back to his all the videos, the first 7, 8 games, he blaming on the players. Like, oh yeah, this is they didn't do. We don't have enough this. Or we only have. I think in the 5th or 6th game, he was like, we just don't have enough receivers right now. We only got 6. I'm like, well, from my calculation, you got like 12 receivers on the roster. What are you talking about 6? No, you only played 6 receivers. And then
we watching Cal go on a date. Get Cal out of here. We watching Cal on a full all-out date. Get Cal out of here, man. Hey, Texas done. TCU finna knock Texas off.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. 17-3 in the fourth.
Is Quinn Ewers playing? Everybody act like he was the second coming of Jesus.
13 for 29, 133 yards. Florida State thumping Syracuse. Good Lord.
Man, I feel bad for Dino Babers, man, because he had that team. We were singing his praises like 4 weeks ago. Like talking about patience and when you actually take the time to like allow things to work themselves out. And then who they play? Clemson? Clemson hit their ass with a buzzsaw and put it in all that shit.
Shout out to Falcon X with the 305. Gaddis may be good, but he is not Miami good.
No.
we pretty bad.
No.
Shout out 305. Falcon X 305. Miami needs one win to make 10 years bowl eligible.
Did y'all see the game? Like, okay, we was like 14-7 going into halftime. And then we got like a drive going. We got a couple penalties. Well, we got lucky. I feel like we got lucky. And then we end up getting the touchdown in or whatever. But if they were scored again, then what? Like we were stagnant. Like the middle of the game, we was kind of stagnant still. Like we still wasn't driving.
This is bad the way people see Gaddis though. It's like
it is bad.
It's like they can't even see the positive. It's like this is a dumb knuckle. You're just dumb. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something significant about Gaddis though, because you did say something to him about blaming the kids, right? And something dawned on me. I was talking to somebody the other day when Gaddis came here, and I asked him, I forgot what I asked him, but his answer was when they got to the college playoffs, the Jimmys and Joes, Georgia looked different. So to go with what Groove's saying, which I don't like about Gaddis, when I asked him that question in his interview when he first got here, he blamed the kids.
Exactly.
He did. He damn so did. He said, when we got to the playoffs, the Jimmys and Joes look different. And that's why he came to Miami, so they can recruit the speed that he saw. He blamed the kids. He put it on them. He did.
And he did it when he got here and blamed the Miami kids. The first first game that we lost, I forgot who was the first team we lost to this year. I go back and watch these press conferences just because I be wanting to see, like, Streeter, when you had you know how you quick to determine like a person like mode and vibe, like when you was in an interview and you interviewed TVD them questions, immediately after the interview you was like, yo, he you said something going on with TVD. I think he's scared.
Right,
He's shook. Yeah. He shook. And boy, that next game, I was like, damn, Peter was right. That boy shook. You saw it immediately after you interviewed him, after you asked him the question, you said, hey, that boy looks shook. And I was looking at the live, and I was like, I don't know if
I actually said something ain't right. I said something ain't right. I said something ain't right.
But we gotta be real though. Like we say that South Florida is the hotbed of football for a reason. And it's because the kids down here don't look like the kids up there. They just don't. And for Georgia, you right around the corner. You feel me? Like you in Georgia. You could take a car and just go down. You can hit Central Florida.
2250. Yeah, sub 19 at Fox 2.
You gotta mute it. You gotta mute it.
You gotta mute your mic.
I want to hear 360 where I need a 186. Work out, Matty.
But I got you one on what you were saying, bro. Rich. We gotta start. Like we brought Roland Smith. I was with Roland Smith last night, and I was talking to him about. I was like, man, we got to get you in there. Forget this football analyst position they giving you. Like them, the coaches that gonna get to the inner city kids or whatever like that. Like I'm from Liberty City or whatever. It's a certain type of way our coaches in the hood coach our kids, because these are hood kids that they going to recruit. And if the
Right.
if the clean cut white boys, Cuban boys, or whoever they is can't get to these kids, I bet you I bet you Miami Central, Miami Northwestern coaching staff can. I bet you Patrick Surtain can get to these kids and make them play better. You know,
But Nick Saban been snatching them up the past couple years, man.
Nick Saban era is finna be over with. It's finna be over.
Hopefully,
I agree.
I'm happy. It's about because guess what? The playing field is even. It's like evening out now. He's not getting all the top players no more, because guess what? He used to have he always went and stole the top assistant coaches. His staff always was A1. And now all of those staff members are getting jobs, and he can't keep no assistant coaches, no good assistant coaches for long now. So now we really seeing who Nick Saban really is, which is somebody that always had a good staff. Now when you ain't got no staff, he really ain't no good coach like that. He ain't teaching them. He coached the DBs, and that's the weakest part of Alabama.
I don't know about that, Groove. You talking crazy? You were drinking too?
No, I'm just saying that's not
drinking too?
currently. Traditionally, Alabama's secondaries always be the weakest part of their team. Like,
but he's not comparing he's not comparing like Alabama to like other teams. He's comparing Alabama's secondary to like Alabama's D-line. You feel me?
Exactly. Alabama D-line always be top. Alabama O-line always be top. Alabama linebackers always be the first round, second round picks. But his secondary, you get like players like Mika Fitzpatrick, who be a first round bust, or Josh Barrett, or you know what I'm saying? The way he teaches them boys.
You call Mika Fitzpatrick a first round bust?
I feel like he a bust.
You been drinking, dog? We got one more of those, dog.
If you compare him,
you gonna go lay down. You gonna go to sleep, right?
When the Dolphins drafted him in the first round, when the Dolphins drafted him to play for the Dolphins, he was horrible that year. Then he went to Pittsburgh, had one good season, and then what has he done since?
He was horrible, or we was horrible? I don't think he was horrible. We was horrible.
We was horrible as a team, but individually he got smoked. Individually, you still individual game.
Bust, dog.
He was getting burnt like toast at Miami, and he was getting burnt like toast at Alabama too.
Let's see what the comment section got to say about you, man. They might give you the guillotine. Let's see what they got to say about you.
The only good DBs Alabama get is when they Florida boys like Clinton Diggs. They already came. Hey,
Mika Fitzpatrick, top 5 in his position. Can't say that.
Who?
Trav said he definitely drunk.
Mika Fitzpatrick ain't like that, bro. I'm sorry.
He's not like Derwin James. I'll say that.
All. And with him being a 5-star, that's what the caliber. That's what we got to grade him on. He was a 5-star, supposed to be all real safety. He ain't nothing. Like he ain't no top safety.
Strong safety.
He ain't no top safety in the league.
Somebody said he's top 5.
Shout out to Oregon, man.
Show me top 5.
Shout out to Oregon, who tied up with Washington, who they are on paper way more talented than a dogfight.
But Washington got that quarterback, Penix.
Yeah, Penix.
He's gonna be. He might be a first-round draft pick. Penix is the shit.
Tell me if you remember this name, Wayne Talapapa. That name sound familiar?
Yeah, the Virginia Tech running back.
Talapapa.
Yeah, he ain't running back now. He got 10 for 70.
I don't think he's going to the league, but he'll be undrafted.
Yeah, it's like Gibbs over there at Alabama. He used to play for Georgia Tech. Now he's starting running back over there, ain't he?
Oh, yeah, Gibbs getting drafted though.
Yeah, Gibbs getting drafted.
That's Alvin Kamara.
That's the one who broke for like 80 on us when Manny was here, right?
Yeah, he did a couple of things. I got tired of hearing his damn name.
$3, and they're redshirting you.
What? The Notre Dame, the Navy came back on Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's crazy.
32-35.
Hell, Wake Forest came back on UNC.
Mm.
Oh, they up.
TCU finna beat Texas.
It was down 14-0 when I looked last time to score.
And TCU don't have. I don't think they have a whole bunch of 4- and 5-star kids on TCU's team. They got a lot of dogs on that team.
They got a lot of old ass people on that team.
Yeah, they do. They got an older team too. But
Max Duggan is a senior.
Yeah.
Wake Forest about to beat North Carolina.
There's still a lot of time left. It's 14 minutes
that
left.
quarterback is not bad for Wake Forest. He's not bad. He's gonna go.
Is it Hartman?
He's gonna get drafted.
Yeah, he reminds me of Drew Brees.
You know, it's ironic. Of all the Netflix quarterbacks that I've seen, Hartman is the only one that's been successful out of all of them. Every single other one of them has been a bust.
Yep, he reminds me of Drew Brees.
Falconer X, thanks for the 305. He says TVD a better NFL prospect, but Jacurri Brown is better in college. I don't know about that.
That's way too early to say.
Yeah, it's too early to say.
So what y'all think? Y'all think if TVD come back, right? Then what?
He not starting.
You have a quarterback battle.
Yeah.
You got a quarterback battle.
I personally don't think he should come back. That's me. I think he should transfer.
That's you. But if Gaddis broke you, you know what I'm saying, and you might have to come back because he hurt his stock. Like hurt his stock.
You said Gaddis broke him?
Gaddis broke him. He was a draftable quarterback before Gaddis come with his offense.
Not Frank Ponce, just Gaddis.
So we blaming Frank Ponce?
I'm asking. I'm saying
I'm
Frank
gonna
Ponce, just
blame Gaddis. Let's go down this.
I don't think he broke him. I don't think he broke him at all. He actually bounced back and had two good games. He got hurt.
I'm gonna blame. I'm just
no, we're not. No, we're not. We even let Groove take us down and grab it home.
Well, check it.
No, we're not. TVD had some good games that got hurt this year.
When TVD go to the league, right? He gonna go to the league. He's gonna get drafted. Let's say 3rd round, 4th round, something like that, because they, based on what he did in college, after running Lashley's offense. Now he goes into the league knowing Lashley's offense, and then he gets there and they run a bunch of pro style stuff, and they paying him more than they're paying the walk-on guy, who knows pro style. What they gonna do with TVD? They gonna cut him.
If he goes if he gets 3-4 years of Lashley offense.
We'll see. He already messed up. This is what I mean by broken. Because TVD don't even know how to go up under the center and get the ball from the traditional way, because he's always in shotgun. Because Gaddis never send him has him under the center.
Lashley neither.
And I mean, I saw a couple plays.
Yeah, Lashley neither.
Lashley did a couple plays. He at least had the quarterback sneaking in his repertoire.
Gaddis just introduced the world. Gaddis just introduced the world to Jacurri Brown, right?
He did.
Yeah.
So I'm really trying to get your.
Did he, Groove? Come on, Groove. Say it, Groove. Gaddis just introduced the whole world to Jacurri Brown.
Yeah.
No. See,
yeah. He finally let him play.
Black on black crime, dog. The worst crime ever, dog. Black on black crime.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I'm understanding this. A person who has never played quarterback at any level is now to blame for not the quarterback coach who has been a quarterback, but the offensive coordinator is to blame for TVD being unable to take a snap from under center.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Like, but how do you blame the quarterback coach for like, what are we blaming the quarterback coach for again, though?
No, you had just said that he said he broke TVD because he can't get up on the center and take a snap.
Nah, you was insinuating why not blame you brought up Frank Punch. So I'm saying, why are you insinuating the quarterback coach when OC is the one who calling the plays?
What I'm saying is
the structure of the play. So why are we even worried about
I know why. I know why because
prepared to play. Because I guess they got to get prepared to play. You know what I'm saying?
Earlier in the season, we was basically saying like it looks like TVD is not taking his read. Like you know how a quarterback is supposed to like you got 5-step drop. You know you scramble out of the pocket for certain things. And it was like it's like he wasn't doing none of that. And you like that's what the QB coach is supposed to be telling you during the week.
The coach, Screet, on all your videos that I watched from the spring, the summer and the spring, in practice, all the drills that I seen them run that I saw Frank Ponce teaching the quarterbacks, I liked those drills. I liked him how he was getting the throwing motion changed and higher and the handoff motion. I don't think when it comes down to reading, I don't think that's his. I think he comes out of that jurisdiction. I think that's something that when Gaddis installs his play, they sit in there and Gaddis the one that oversees Frank Ponce and tells these quarterbacks what he wants going with the ball. I think Frank Ponce is only there for the technique of the quarterback, and I don't see any technique problems going on with any of the quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So the structure of the play is with the OC. Gaddis is in control of. When they watching film, I'm pretty sure Frank Ponce ain't going over no reads with them quarterbacks because it ain't his job to do that. It's the OC job. So how we gonna blame the quarterback coach? You know? And if you go back and watch Frank Ponce offense at Appalachian State, I mean, it's almost the same type of offense, but he runs stretch plays. He do zone blocking with his offensive line, and his route combination
caught a fair catch at the 1 yard line.
His route combination is way more different and more vertical than Gaddis off spread is. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody just said
Frank
TVD
Ponce
always messes up.
Frank Ponce at the University of Miami.
You said the Frank Ponce who?
Frank Ponce ready to be OC? Is he ready to be OC at University of Miami?
I'll try him out. I definitely try him out.
You would try? We got money.
We got way too much money. We got way too much money for that.
Money, we try him.
Okay, then go get the North Texas.
Listen, man, let's get ready to get up out of here, man. I'm drunk, man. I'm about to fall asleep on y'all, man.
Go get the North Texas.
I'm drunk, man. Josh Gaddis got me drunk tonight, dog. Josh Gaddis, 4 touchdowns, got me lit tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, upset alert. Washington just took the lead and 51 seconds left.
That's what's up.
All right, so listen, man. I'm going to get y'all up out of here, bro. All right?
Appreciate you, Street.
All right, man.
Yo. 786-405-9499. Y'all want to get down with IOD Squad. 35-14. Few things. Jacurri Brown threw the ball better than we have seen him throw the ball in practice. We haven't been in practice in maybe 7-8 weeks. But see him throw the ball the way he did today was very impressive from where he came from. I'm going to get a 35-14 win over Georgia Tech, who was down to their third string quarterback and looked pretty bad. So listen, man, we're going to get up, y'all. I don't know if we're getting on here tomorrow. IOD Squad, we got class tomorrow. 786-405, you want to get down and invest in crypto. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till the crypto start going back up. We talking about, I'm finna invest. I mean, you buy the stuff while it's low, dog. All right? I'm a little woozy, man. I'm still a little woozy, man. A little drunk. So listen, man, I'm going to get up out of here. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. The rest of your life could be seconds away. I'm D and I'm out.